Mahila, what has happened is Word of God has put me through these certain sanctuaries where things will repeat and I'll see sort of the same thing on the TVs here. And um, one was the Polio Brothers minus Boss, and it went through each one and how I had affected them, they had affected me. Another one was Countryman God, how he kind of looked at things. One was Don and how he looked at things and how he had a first love that was related to the fire department in Clinton County. And um, of course, he was Noah and everything. And then when he was alone, Don told me that um, through the relationship with Paul Walker, his son, that it was like Paul Walker could, it was like, it was kind of funny. Like Don was like, okay, then you're going to be a spirit and you're going to drive, you know. And it's like, I kind of think the four beasts of Daniel 7 is kind of like those were insects that like Paul would kind of be in the spirit and he would get things done. And I kind of had the extreme version was like, you're going to be that spirit for Brock and have him do all these like terrors, like TERROR that are like it gets done, like the Bible gets done. And that was extreme when I was in the spirit, but like um, Paul could get Dawn out of, you know, the the house in Louisville, like get him out of the bathroom watching TV in his rocking chair and like transport him to Tom Brady. Tom Brady was his key. That was his key. And he could even do that after Paul died. And like I think Paul now is Tom Brady. Paul is full time Tom Brady, and since Buccaneers, then Word of God has gone to the pit. Nine, and whenever like he showed me that, and then like it's been these different sanctuaries, and then a few days ago, um, I I was in 51. And when I was in 51, it was like every single song here was about BHB being my betrayer. Every single song, one after another. And I was here late and I got through it. But it was kind of tough, man. And like then I wrote everything down that I was feeling and thinking, and I did it as already of Thyatira, as already of Thyatira. So it's in there now to be read whenever you guys do that. But that was my 51, and like that was related to the Corvette of Eve as well. That started it. Like it started a little bit before that night, and then it finished that morning. And I was so in the moment with Mr. T that I said filth. I said filth, and this woman was walking by who had a box that she was carrying, and that was kind of like almost two boxes, like one inside another or something. And she had a nurse outfit on, and she had a had a COVID mask on, and she looked like the mountains in between India and China. That was her face, and a little bit of Native American, and had dark hair. Beautiful, beautiful. And she looked at me and I looked at her when I said that, and I was undone. I was undone, and It was horrible, man. I felt really bad. But you know what? I didn't try to go up to her and say anything else. That was it, man. That was it. And I was like, Sphere Day, Sphere Day. I'm like, or is it the Top Gun sides of the hair? Bruce Willis, Sixth Sense, like telescope, missile. I'm like, what is this? What is this? And that's all I know. And I've kept going from there. But that was my Area 51 for the Millstone stuff and the Millstone writings, which is Isaiah 28, Isaiah 30, Revelation 17, 18, and then the other ones are the rest of that passage there and already. It's New Testament, and um, I think both were New Testament. And one was well, you'll just have to see, and then also what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, in that when I was in the spirit reading those of already, there was also an elf woman. There was an elf woman witch. This is during the Dina, and she said some stuff that was pretty powerful. Within, I think that she was in Isaiah 30, I think, or maybe the bottom of Isaiah 28. And then also there was this guy who was like, um, I don't know who he was, but he was like a detective or something, and and he came after Django and I think Adam Sandler, and he was like, um, what did he say? He was like, he kind of reminded me of like a mix between Russell Crowe and the guy who played the Irishman in Braveheart, and also played Trump in that Revelation stuff. I saw a glimpse of that also. That might have been okay to watch if you watched it, but still probably the why though. And when he played Trump, and he was like a mix between him and Russell Crowe, and he was like saying stuff about clones. He was like, and then this will be this clone, and this will be this clone, and he was like, and that's that, or something like I could hear his voice, like it sounded like he was like one of these detectives from like Batman or something, like kind of heavy set, kind of like gruffled voice or something. So have a good night. Thank you.